In this video, we're going to go through how to create a table with our data set and create customized slicers, resulting in something that looks like this. So let's look through the steps of how we can get here. So starting with our data set, we can highlight the data that we're interested in creating a table, go to our Insert tab, and we can click on Table, and we'll make sure we have the correct data selected, and if we have headers, we'll hit OK. And a quicker way to do that in the future is to use Control-T as a shortcut. So if we undo that and hit Control-T, we can see that brings us to the same option and we can hit OK. So a good shortcut to know when creating tables. Now, once we have our table created, if we're in the Table Design tab, we'll come over to Insert Slicer. And here we'll use the different columns to give us options of what to create slicers from. And for this data, category and month could make sense. So we'll select both of those and hit OK. And we can drag these off to the side of our data here. And now instead of manually filtering through our data by clicking the columns in the drop down and selecting through the data we're interested in, we can easily select our slicer to automatically filter the data. So now this is only looking at apparel, and we can use multiple slicers at once. So just apparel for January. And if we're holding the Shift key while clicking, we can select multiple categories for different types of slicers. And if we want to clear slicers, if we're clicked into it, we can click on this funnel icon with the X or hit Alt-C as a shortcut to undo the filters. Now, if we want to get into some more advanced slicer customization, we can come to the Slicer tab. If we want to rename any of our slicers, instead of this being category, we could change this to product category. And we can see that our slicer name updates. We can also change the layout of our slicers. If we wanted multiple columns, we could change columns to 2. And that way we could look at more data at once versus needing to use a scroll bar to see everything. And we could also, if we wanted to, we can make this a little wider, make the text more readable. And for month, let's say we wanted to have 3 columns, and that way we can see each quarter. We'll pull that open. And if there's any specific color guidelines, we can also change the color of our slicers by using the Slicer Styles menu. So we could change the color to that blue. We could change this to a green. So we can play around with the different color options that we're interested in. So if we want to do any more customization with column and height and width, we can either drag or click these buttons over here. And so that's a quick way to get started with creating tables with your data, how to customize your slicers, which can be very handy and a lot faster than manually filtering through your data set.